my lovelies. Okay, what I'm gonna do today, the reason for this TikTok for is me advertising my novel. I'm not gonna read the whole full book because that can take 4 hours. What I'm gonna do is read some sentences, maybe paragraphs, for you to get a little idea on what the book is about. So, here we go. So the first chapter is called The Beginning of a Romance. So I was attempting to find work due to both my parents sadly passing away. Furthermore, I was left to provide for my siblings, and even though I was happy to do it, it was rather tricky. So I went through the newspaper and hoped to see a job that was ideal for me and my family. There was a job vacancy for just the role I was hoping for, with the perfect salary and hours. I ran the company and booked the interview for the following day. I was so excited and didn't want anything to go wrong on that day. Firstly, I had to make sure I had my interview clothes washed and ready because can remember the last time I had an interview, my clothes were filthy and they stank. So I didn't turn up to the previous interview. And the one before that, my younger sibling was ill and I didn't want to leave her alone. So I prayed to God that nothing would happen this time. I received a text message confirming the address and the time for the interview. I had a sudden feeling of anxiety, yet confident I could pass this meeting. The interview was not until the afternoon, in which gave me enough time to sort out my family and plan out how to get there. I told my sibling, who was 17 years old, that you would be in charge for at least 3 to 4 hours because I have an interview. Food is all cooked, so you don't need to go near the cooker. So I left 1 hour in before for the interview because I didn't want to arrive late. I looked so bright and my clothes smelled fresh. I felt nervous, but I knew I could do it. As I reached the company 15 minutes early, I started to get more and more nervous. But I reminded myself, I need this, and so does my family. So I walked in with my head held high, walked up to the reception and told the lady that I'm here. But before I walked up to the reception to tell her that I'm here for the interview for the PA role, the receptionist said to me that it's actually on the 3rd floor. And when you arrive there, it will be another receptionist on that floor. So I caught a lift to the 3rd floor and the reception desk was in front of me. So I walked up and said that I have an interview for the PA role. The woman told me to fill out all the forms and sign them and wait until your name has been called. And told me to take a seat and to wait patiently. So I waited tolerantly and was waiting for at least 45 minutes until I was called in the room. As I stepped into the office, there was 3 men sat at the table, plus there was 1 woman. I thought to myself, how strange. A gentleman told me to sit down and to introduce myself. So I told him my name, how old I was, and that both my parents did pass away in a car crash, and I was left to raise my 4 siblings. I've been unemployed for about 2 years, and my last job was working as a part-time in the bank industry as a customer service advisor. I have done also many courses like administration, accountancy, and typing. So one of the gentlemen says to me, so tell me, why do you think you are the right candidate for this company? I told him that I'm hardworking, have a good eye for detail, and take my work seriously. I give my all and enjoy leading by example. Then the woman says to me, stand up and walk from that end of the room to the other end of the room. I looked at her and said, why would you want me to do that? She replied, just do it, darling. I will tell you afterwards. So I got up, straightened out my skirt and started to walk. Then I came back to my seat and sat down. And then the older woman had a grin on her face. I did say, can you please tell me why you wanted me to do that? So one of the gentlemen who was interviewing me told me, I know this must sound and look weird to you, sweetheart, but this is not a normal PA vacancy. The thing is, it is a special PA vacancy. But before I go any further, can you tell us, have you got any medical issues or any kind of disabilities? I answered, not that I know of, but can you please tell me? What the hell am I doing here? And what did you want to, why did you ask me about medical situations? The elderly woman advised and said, darling, the reason why we advertise a vacancy for a PA vacancy is for a particular job. And rather than keep you in the dark, I will explain to you the situation of the role. So that is a little bit of introduction about my novel, about my book. I'm not going to go into depth about telling you, because then I want you out there, my lovelies, to go and purchase it. So this book is called Why Did You Choose Me? So that book is available on Kindle. So go out, spend £3 on that book, £3.54 it is, on Kindle. Buy it if you want to find out why did she have to do that medical? Why was she asked? Why did she have to walk to the room from one end of the room to the other end of the room? Ask yourself. If you want to find out why, purchase the book on Kindle. Okay? Bye.